How much money can you make if you sell a bunch of P4s? Well, in this video, I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna farm a whole bunch of them and see if we can still make a decent amount with them. There used to be a very good route to farm a lot of P4s, so let's go see. In order to farm these P4s, we will need to go to Everest Harbor. This is where I'm gonna buy myself a very good box. I'm just gonna show you how. Maybe you don't know, you might be new. So in order to do this, we need to go to the yellow elevators at the station here. Once here, we can take the elevator to the cargo center to buy a nice box for ourselves. We're going to store all our weapons in it. Here we go. Now we can just run forward and make our way over to the terminal that you can find here at the cargo center. So when you make a right and go to this terminal, you can buy a very good box. I'm just going to use the drop down here, say containers. I'm going to buy a 2 SEU box here, 4,250. So make sure to get one of these. And if you haven't already, make sure to pick up a multi-tool as well. So you can just type in tool, buy one of these. And you also need a tractor beam. Buy one of these as well. Another thing that might be very helpful is getting a backpack. So if you don't have one, you can buy one here as well. This will allow you to loot a lot easier. So make sure to pick one up. Take the biggest one you can get. That's basically all we need at the moment. Let's go hunt for P4s. I'm back at my hangar here. I just want to call up my box. I'm going to go to my terminal, lower it. Here's our box that we're going to put all our guns in. Let's bring it up. And then I can put it on my little Aurora to go loot. Here is where the tractor beam part comes in. If I press number 5, I can take it out. I'm gonna throw this onto our little ship. It does have a cargo grid, so very convenient for us. Plus, we don't need that much cargo, just a little bit. There we go, just snap it there. Let's go to a distribution center to loot all of the P4s there. They have so much. So I'm gonna show you exactly the route and where to go. So in order to find the distribution center that we're going to be looting, you're going to press F2 here, type in mag, and here you should find Sakura-san Magnolia Work Center. This is a friendly distribution center, or at least it's supposed to be. I'm going to route there and head down. Here we go, we're finally here. It's a little bit dark, but we're going to land right at the security here. I'm just going to go third person. And see if we can land right here on the road on the right hand side. I got my landing gear, east entrance. This is my location at the moment. Okay, we're all good to go here. Turn off my engines and I can get out here. Just gonna open, close my things. Now I'm gonna take my tractor beam and lower my box. You're going to be filling this with lots of guns. Just going to go inside here. And once inside, you're going to make a left to go to the first area here with the guns. There should be quite a bit of them if nobody looted them. They will respawn eventually, but it takes a very long time usually. So just make sure if you can't find them, you can go to another work center. I'll put a little list on the screen now so that you can see all the work centers. But not all of them are friendly. Just gonna put the box down here. Now we can start looting. Going to see there's a lot of P4s in these racks. Plus you can also loot the pistols. I'm just going to make sure that I can store them. A little tip. In order to store this quickly, you can hold F. Right click and just say store. I'm just crouching down to make it a little bit easier for me. This will go directly into your backpack. So just do this with all the weapons. You can see the rack is empty at the top. Now we can store the pistols. We can also sell that. Here's the last gun. Everything has been taken. We can go over to our box. And because we have a backpack, we can throw everything into the box now. I'm just going to shift click everything to transfer it. There we go. We've got 4 weapons and a bunch of pistols. Take out our tractor beam again. Now we need to do the other side as well because there's 2 doors. So you can see behind me is another door that can open. is a security guard in here. Don't want to boop him with the box, otherwise he might kill us. So I'm going to store these as well. Managed to get everything at the top, now for the bottom. And there we go, everything is clean. Gonna throw everything in the box as well. Just shift clicking to drag everything over. Only 7% full, but there's a little bit more boxes that we can loot. Quite a bit more actually. Let me take out the box here. And then I'll show you the next place that we're heading over to. Gonna go to the security area here, where there's even more weapon racks. I'm just gonna go through here. Make sure everything opens. Take all the main doors here. Just go straight. It's a little bit difficult to see with the box in the way. Trying to leave it open. At the next door here. Just keep going forward. It's not too difficult. Can't really get lost too much in here. Once you're in the middle here, you'll get two paths. You get on the right side or the left side. You basically want to go to the inventory center. This is where we're going to find our next boxes or P4s. Let's see here if it's safe. There was a bunch of shooting just now. If somebody was being naughty. So to loot our next boxes or P4s, we're just going to make a left here. And then we're going to keep walking until we find a set of stairs. Here we go on the left. You basically just want to be able to go to the top here, and you will keep running until you find security. A little bit difficult to get the box up here. But we're going to look for a security area. Let's just see. It should be here. Now the security has shot me in the past. So I'm just going to leave my box here for in case. Might get a little bit dangerous. We just run. Hopefully they don't shoot. Otherwise we're going to be in trouble. Seems like they are shooting, unfortunately. But you can see there's more guns here. Don't know why they're so hostile in this area. I'm quickly going to loot everything. Here's our last gun. We're all good now. I'm going to throw it in the box. Hopefully that guy doesn't shoot me. Because he was a bit hostile. No idea why. I'm just going to throw all the guns in the box here. There we go. Everything is stored. Now to go to the secret area here to loot the secret door. So I'm just going to go back into security here. Make my way to the left. Try and open this door before I get killed. Who is coming? There we go. We're safe. Now we're going to open up the secret area here. If I can just stay crouched down. Let's just quickly walk before they dome us. So here is a crossroads. We're just going to take a right. Lie down by hitting control. Roll through. You can see there's a little bit of a jumping puzzle. So in order to get up there, we're going to try our best to get up here first. Here we go. We can look back. I'm going to stand on this little box. Then go up here. Jump to the next one. And then look up and jump. Here is a big container we can walk on. And then we can go onto this one. Deactivate this fan. Crouch down. Now we can go through here. We're almost there. This is a little area where you can loot even more guns. You get like a sniper rifle and a couple of other things. For example, right here, you can open it up. Once open, we can jump down. And here you can see even more weapons. Shotgun, sniper rifle, and even a tractor beam. These boxes never work. I think they were supposed to, but they just left it. I'm going to loot all of this as well. Here we go, managed to loot everything. I'm probably going to leave the tractor beam. I guess you can take it if you want to, but I already have one. Now, to get out of here, just going to hit the open button. And we're basically back where we just looted all of the B4s. Don't think there's anything in this cupboard. It can open it. Nothing there. Now to get back to our box without getting killed. Don't know why the security are so hostile. But there's another security room on the other side of the station. So what we want to do basically is go all the way across and head over to that area. Over on that side, there's another security room. I'm just going to go down the stairs again. Okay, we're down the stairs here. Now let's make our way over. Hopefully the security is not hostile. I'm just walking straight across. A little bit of a detour. But you basically just walk straight across. There's a little guy. I didn't boop anybody with the box, I'm pretty sure. But you just go up here. We should find more stairs. Seems pretty friendly so far. I think it's only that one room where the security is a bit weird. Make sure my box fits through here. There we go. Managed to get it upstairs. Move it around a little bit. We're finally at the top of the other stairs. I'm just going to store everything that I just looted. Make some space. Okay, we're all good here. The security should be here somewhere. You can see there's the doors. I'm gonna see if I can run in without getting killed. Oh, they're very heavy on the fighting here. I might need to knock the guy out. Don't want to. I'm just gonna run here. I'm just gonna knock him out. Hopefully don't get a crazy crime stat. Okay, he's knocked out. So far, no crime stat. Now I can loot everything here. Okay, got all the pistols. Now to loot the secret room that's in here as well. Just gonna drop down again. Go, open. Drop down. There should be more weapons there. Make a right again. Crawl. And then we can jump up here again. Sometimes a bit difficult, but just keep trying. Catch this area. To the other area. Up we go. To the container. And here is the fan again. So it's basically a mirror. You get it on both sides. So not too difficult to find. You can probably loot everything with just one backpack. If it's big enough and just go store everything. But I just brought the box for in case. Here we go. It's open. Then we can loot everything inside here again. Hopefully we get a decent amount of money. This used to be a decent method to get money as a starter. I'm just gonna loot everything again. You can set this as your primary action, but it's very difficult to do. So if you hold in F and you say store, you can middle mouse click and you can set it as a primary action, but it's constantly jumping around for me. So usually I don't do it. The UI is very bad usually. And here we go. We're finally done. We can go back to our ship. And then there's one more area that I want to show you how to loot. But we can just go back to our ship here and loot everything a little bit later. I guess I can also loot these guys' weapons that I knocked out. But it won't be a fair comparison then. So I'm just going to leave them for now. Now to find our box. Here we go. I'm going to take out my tractor beam. And head down the stairs again. Now this area can probably be a bit confusing as a newer player, but hopefully you can follow along and follow my steps since it is a bit confusing. but you should be able to do this eventually. It is a big learning curve, but getting back is not too difficult. Just follow the marker of your ship. There's only so many routes in this area. The only thing is all the boxes makes it look the same, so it can be a bit confusing, but I think you should be able to get the hang of it eventually. Just gonna go through the yellow doors again, and then instead of going straight, we're gonna make a right to go back to our ship. You can see cargo exterior. Just follow that sign. I'm just gonna head over, and here is the place where we started, where we first looted the P4s. My ship should be on the left here. I do need to store some weapons in this box. I'm just gonna put it down. My backpack is almost completely full. You can see 80%. So it's a good thing that we brought a box with us. Here you can see our box is 21% full now. I'm just gonna throw it back onto our little cargo grid here. There we go, all snapped. Now we're gonna loot the other side of this distribution center, since it is basically mirrored, so we can get another couple of P4s here. Close the door, get into our seat. Managed to turn on my engines here. Just gonna take off. Go up slightly. And once here, we want to basically just cross straight over this big fin here. Just go straight over. You don't have to go too far away. And here, we can land on the opposite side. Here we go. At the entrance, west entrance. Turn off our engines. We don't even need the box now, since we have enough backpack space to loot most of the things. Plus, if we need it, we can just run to the box and come deliver. So we're just gonna go forward here, go right, and then we can do the same thing that we just did. Here you can see is more weapons. I'm gonna loot everything. There we go. First rack is done. Now let's head across so that we can do this one as well. And after this, we should be done. Then I'll show you how to sell everything. Here is our last gun. It has been 45 minutes of playing while explaining everything. So you can probably do this in a half an hour. Just loot everything and then you're basically done and you can go sell. So I'm going to go back to my ship here. Quickly store everything. And then we can head back over to Everest Harbor. I'm going to try the move all button here for the first time, just to see if it will transfer. The move all. Seems like it worked. Now we can close our box here. You can probably buy a 1 SEU box, since that thing is only 28% full now. So a 1 SEU box will work. Close everything. Let's go back to Everest Harbor and I'll show you 2 ways to sell. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to type in Everest Harbor in my map. Should take about no time to get there. We're at the station here. I'm going to call the station, land and unload my box. Managed to grab my box. Just going to throw it on the elevator and then send it down. Now that we have stored our box, let's go sell. I'm going to go to the yellow elevators again. Here we go. Now there is 2 ways to sell. You can sell everything all at once, but you won't sell the pistols and you won't sell the attachments. Or you can do the more profitable way, where you can sell everything one by one. You will get a little bit more money than selling everything all at once, plus you won't lose your box. The first way I'm going to show you, and the second way I'll probably do. To sell everything all at once, we want to visit the cargo center. And then we're just going to head over to that terminal that we bought our backpack at, or our tractor beam. Here you can see is the terminal. You can just say use, say sell. And now, here is the important part. We can click our box and then say sell. Do not say quick sell. You'll only make this amount. But if you say sell and you wait a little bit, you can see here is everything in our inventory. Seems like you can sell pistols at the moment. You never used to be able to. But we'll make 58,000. But this is not the way I'm going to do it, since we don't make that much money. The way I'm going to do it is go back to the elevator here, choose Galleria. Now that we're here, we need to find the armor shop so that we can sell everything. Here's the terminal. Now we can just say use, say sell, and then subcategory. Here is our box with all of our gear in. You can see the price is already a bit more than the other place. So I'm going to sell one by one and see how much we make at the end. Here is my total at the moment. But let me just sell the first pistol with you. So instead of quick sell, I'm just going to say sell. And here you'll see you also get a little bit of money for the magazine. So in total, it is 466 because we also sell the mag. But finally at the P4s, it took me about a minute to sell all the handguns. Here's the P4s, also going to hit sell. I'm going to sell the mag as well here. There we go. I managed to sell everything. You can see I've got 15 million there about now. Took me about an hour and 2 minutes for the whole gameplay loop, while also showing you the tutorial. So how much did we make in total for our hour? Well, we made 97,000 thereabout. Now, is this the craziest money method? Probably not. But is it unique and something different to do? I definitely think so. Plus, I also wanted to see how much we can make since I haven't done this in a very long time. But hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, and if you want to see more videos like this, then you can watch this video right here. That's a way better money method. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.